Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion has one of the most fascinating commandments in all of Torah. On the surface it's very simple to follow, but if you dig a little bit it becomes maybe just the hardest one in all of Torah to understand and to follow. The Torah portion is called Kedoshim, and the verse says, Kedoshim tihiyu ki ani Adonai Elohechem kadosh. You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. What's that mean? What's it mean to be holy? Am I holy? Are you holy? How do we determine who's holy? Are we holy all the time or just some of the time? Holiness is a trait that I believe we can all harness. We can all find it. It starts with recognizing that we don't live in vacuums, that we exist in relation to others, and that we interact with others. Holiness is all about recognizing that there is something greater than our own self, that there is something greater that links us together and that unites us. Holiness, some say, is about God. Others say it is about seeing the sanctity in humanity. Holiness begins by looking in the mirror and recognizing that what you see has sanctity in it, has divinity in it, has something beyond the physical hair or lack thereof, the cheeks, thin or thick, doesn't really matter. But when you look in that mirror, what do you see? Do you see something that has profound value, or do you see little problems? This is too big, this is too small, and on and on and on. That's holiness. Holiness is looking at oneself and recognizing that there's something greater at work. And then it's turning away from the mirror and looking to the person next to you and saying, I see holiness in them too. I see holiness in you. I see holiness in your actions, in your words. I see holiness in how you interact with me or interact with someone else. And then holiness is all about how do we interact with the world. Do we see ourselves as part of the solution, as part of bringing more peace, more wholeness, more completeness to the world? Or do we see ourselves as takers, as using the world as our supermarket, our department store, and taking that which we need? Holiness to me is all about manifesting what we already have within us. It's recognizing that I have the ability to do good, to make things better for myself, for my family, for my community. And so when we're called to be holy, on the one hand, it's very difficult because how do we define it? On the other hand, it's as simple as looking in the mirror and saying, I see something there beyond that which is physically present. I hope you have a chance to join us this weekend at the synagogue. Our service schedule is a little different. Services Friday evening are at 6 o'clock, but they're not at the temple. We're joining together with Congregation Beth Shalom, and so services will be there at Beth Shalom, Kavra Shas, which is just off of Jamesville on Patsy Lane. Services are at 6, followed by a Shabbat dinner. We are welcoming Cantor Gaston Bogomolny, who is a wonderful Argentinian cantor and an old friend of mine. He'll be leading services there both Friday evening and Saturday morning. Services Saturday morning begin at 9:30. We will not have Torah study at the temple. We will not have Shabbat morning services at the temple because we're joining together with Beth Shalom. Saturday evening, we will have to have Havdalah at 7:45, followed by a concert from Gaston, who will be singing and bringing in all sorts of Argentinian rhythms and wonderful music, along with a 6-piece band from Boston. They will be joining us Saturday evening, Havdalah at 7:45. The concert begins at 8:30. Sunday morning, he'll be singing with our kids, and the regular schedule continues on from there. For now, though, I wish you a week and a Shabbat of holiness, a time of recognizing the sanctity that you carry within yourself, and a week of recognizing that sanctity in others with whom you encounter and interact. I look forward to seeing you. Shabbat Shalom.